One OT7 player made a catch so insane, even Destroying couldn't believe his eyes. Another obliterated his opponents for a whole season, all while wearing pajamas.
Can't tell y'all too much. Y'all gonna have to sit back and watch.
And one team concocted a play so disrespectful that they were almost kicked out of the league.
That is the most disrespectful touchdown I've ever seen in my life.
These are 1 in a million OT7 moments.
Takes a snap, throws it to Henderson, good for 7.
Imagine scoring a touchdown, but almost getting your head knocked off right after. That's exactly what happened to 5-star Keyshawn Henderson at the OT7 Dallas Championship game last spring.
Henderson got his man.
Facing off against powerhouse Lopro, DEFCON Texas knew it needed to play a near-perfect game to snap Lopro's 23-game winning streak. Down by 2 scores, Keyshawn Henderson made a clutch grab for a touchdown and ran to celebrate in the camera booth. But that's when disaster almost struck.
Oh, he's gonna hop on the camera. The cameraman damn near killed him.
The cameraman tried to take Key out. Luckily, he bounced right back up. But unfortunately, his DEFCON Texas team could not bring home the title. And Lopro went on to win their 24th straight game at OT7. You could say Lopro are the GOATs of OT7. So at OT7 Orlando, they decided to really make it official. We've had some pretty iconic tunnel entrances at OT7, but for Lopro's matchup, QB Micah Eugenio ran out of the tunnel with an actual GOAT. Not sure how they made it happen, but it was amazing. Plus, Lopro brought home the dub.
Man, boy.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
All right, Mom.
You cooking today?
Oh, I believe in dinosaurs. It's broken.
At OT7, there's always crazy costumes and even crazier celebrations. You never know what you'll see. Spider-Man, clowns, or Buzz Lightyear hitting the foam pit.
May the 4th be with you.
But sometimes, the best celebrations are the most simple ones.
Touchdown. It's getting really trilly out here, man.
Like this one from Madden Williams. After reeling in the touchdown for the Trillion Boys, he decided to try his luck with the camera girl, getting down on one knee and proposing with the football.
Oh, the proposal. The proposal is great.
I mean, points for boldness here. Shoot or shoot. We'll have to check back in on Madden this year to see how that one worked out for him.
He's had a couple of catches like that are just different.
Speaking of the Trillion Boys, they had one of the best highlights I've ever seen at the OT7 Championship last year. Arkansas commit Ja'Caden Ferguson channeled his inner OBJ and absolutely mossed his defender on this one-handed snag for a touchdown.
What? Ja'Caden Ferguson with one of the best catches you'll ever see. Jumps in the real cost foam pit.
This might be the most athletic play I've ever seen in my life. Bro was floating out there and just casually reeled in one of the best catches in OT7 history. That catch is no question top 2, but I don't think it beats this play by Kyan Barry Johnson. In Season 2, KBJ was playing for Destroying and AJ Green's Pressure Squad. Pressure's hopes of coming home with the dub were dwindling after EPS Blades took a 1-point lead with 15 seconds left. But that's when a miracle happened.
One play, run!
Quarterback KJ Lacey threw up a prayer, a Hail Mary as the clock was running down.
Hey, I can see it now. I can see a shot in the end zone right now. I can see it.
And Kyan Barry Johnson made the most spectacular catch in football history.
What's up?
One-hand snagged this Hail Mary on not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 defenders to win the game for pressure. Like, run that back again. I've seen this play so many times, and I still can't believe it. Destroying and AJ Green were losing their mind.
I've been telling you I'm not Kyan Barry.
Absolute insanity. Both of those plays were very Odell-esque, so you'll have to let us know in the comments which one of those you thought was better, Ja'Caden or Kyan.
Lopro touchdown!
One of my favorite parts about OT7 is seeing the underdog pull off an insane win.
Micah Eugenio is not worried about anybody. He loves the underdog mentality and puts the ball in the end zone.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how many 5-star players a team has. Good coaching and chemistry can allow for the Cinderella teams to make a run. And that was the story of Lopro.
Team full of 8th graders?
What? In Season 1 of OT7, they were a late addition to the tournament because another team dropped out. None of their players were ranked, and a lot of them weren't even in high school yet.
They're not nervous at all. I don't even think he's going to his 8th grade graduation yet.
But they balled out, knocking off top talent and making it all the way to the quarterfinals in Season 1.
Micah Eugenio, he's about to make a name for himself.
Their performance in Season 1 put them on the map, and they went on to become one of the most dominant teams in OT7.
To the foam pit!
Lopro ended up bringing home the OT7 Season 2 championship, and going into OT7 Orlando, they hadn't lost a game in OT7 for almost 2 years. They were on a 28-game winning streak, and no one could seem to figure out how to beat them.
SFE, they talk a lot of it's okay, we don't.
In pool play of OT7 Orlando, Lopro had the ball with a 4-point lead over SFE with a minute to go, and that's when something crazy happened. SFE's defense came in clutch with a pick 7 to put them up 3.
SFE 28, Lopro 25.
People thought they left Lopro and Micah Eugenio too much time, but the SFE defense came up with another big stop on 4th and 1, sealing the win for SFE and breaking the 28-game winning streak for Lopro.
Pass is incomplete. Turnover
We'll have to see if any team is going to come close to 28 straight wins this year.
How you doing, Coach? Good, bro. Nice seeing you.
Another thing I love about OT7 is you never know who's going to show up. Or even better, be your head coach. I mean, we had Quavo running out of the tunnel with his Huncho Elite team and Cam Newton coaching C1N.
Can they beat us? Can they beat us? Will they beat us?
But even those probably don't top one of the most highly anticipated coaching debuts in Season 2. AJ Green and D Strowing teamed up with Coach OTV to create the legendary Team Pressure.
What's up, Philly? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
They had the star-studded coaching staff and the 5-star athletes to match. And you could say they had a roller coaster run at OT7.
Probably the last play of the game.
That's a grab. That's a grab.
No!
Call on the field is touchdown.
Hey, to the pit! Hey, to the pit!
And to the pit they go. Give us all respect, Team Pressure.
They had some high highs and some low lows, but D was rocking with his team the entire time. Y'all are gonna have to stay tuned to see some of the coaches we're bringing this year, because you won't believe who we got pulling up. But we've also had some incredible players playing, and one of those is Bunchy Young, who's been a football prodigy basically since he was born. We've been rocking with Bunchy for a minute, so we gotta take a look at his best touchdown at OT7 so far.
Slop to the right, run a 10-yard.
Hey, if we score, Coach Nick Fertoa, he might explode. I ain't gonna lie, he might explode, bro.
Playing for the Doughboys, he reeled in a crazy one-handed grab towards the sideline.
Oh my God!
And it became a signature moment of the Bunchy Young OT7 era.
Touchdown! Bunchy Young!
Bunchy Young was famous before OT7, but other players made their name at OT7. One example is our guy Keyshawn Henderson, who stood out at OT7 by always wearing the Davy Crockett hat.
And they got him. That is a touchdown. Woo, boy.
If you don't know the story, apparently his mom told him to wear it so he'd be a standout at a tournament once, and then he balled out, and he's been wearing it ever since.
Keyshawn Henderson, man.
It's gotten to the point where I don't even think I could picture Key without that hat. It's really his signature.
Nico Iamaleava, 5-star, committed to Tennessee. Calm, cool, and relaxed in the pajamas.
Another iconic signature fit at OT7 was Nico Iamaleava with his pajama pants. That's right, the Tennessee star QB suited up for Team TOA at Season 1 of OT7 and wore pajama pants for every single game.
Nico looking deep. Ooh, he's got him.
Oh, yeah. That's a great job by Nico, waiting to see the window and anticipate where his receiver's gonna go.
I low-key wish they let him wear them for a Vols game, but I don't think Coach Hyper would approve. Nico became known across 7-on-7 as the quarterback who was dicing defenses up in his pajamas. And it was so iconic that his younger brother Madden decided to join the tradition when he suited up for Team TOA as well.
So this younger brother has a bright future. He's 2025, right? So he just finished his freshman year.
Both the Iamaleava brothers have graduated, so we'll have to keep an eye out at OT7 this year to see who's going to continue the trend.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, you know I'm ready.
On the other hand, maybe we'll get some new rivalry shirts too. If you don't know the backstory, Trillion Boys and Raw Miami have some serious beef.
Raw Miami knocks off Trillion Boys.
Oh, man.
This goes all the way back to Season 2 of OT7 when Raw Miami beat the Trillion Boys at the OT7 Austin Divisional Semifinal.
3rd and goal, final play. Raw Miami rolls right. Touchdown! KJ Duck.
But after we checked the footage, we realized that Raw had too many players on the field on their game-winning drive. So technically, the play should have been called back. But there's not too much we could do after the fact. Trillion did, however, take to IG and TikTok to call us out for our refereeing and blasted Raw for their fake championship win.
The refs helping you out again?
Helping us out.
Come on now. Come on.
So what did Raw do? They pulled up to their next matchup at OT7 with shirts that read, "If you cry, what the baby gonna do?" with a screenshot of their game-winning drive with too many players on the field on the front, and on the back had a Trillion Boys logo holding an L.
Smith, incomplete, and the next on downs.
Raw not only took home another win, but swept Trilly off the field in their custom shirts.
They haven't won anything. He hasn't won anything until they do. I mean, they're good in social media. We're passing them on TikTok and everything too. So I don't know about that.
You guys call them what they call them before this? A powerhouse. They haven't won a tournament. Like, come on, man.
I mean, if we learned anything from Kendrick this year, it's that we can always be a bigger hater. And Raw Miami has been doing this.
I gave it John Hancock, and we properly returned the ball back to its rightful owner.
Let's go! We really have had some disrespectful sellies over the years, but one of the wildest ones I've ever seen was an entire team dropping into push-ups before a play even started.
Oh, they doing push-ups?
In Season 2, 24K went for a 2-point conversion and sent only one player to the end zone. The other 4 receivers dropped to the ground and started doing push-ups.
Nah, that's out of pocket. Oh, wow. No.
That player in the end zone was Auburn star freshman Cam Coleman. So you knew he was gonna come down with the ball once it was tossed up, and sure enough, he snagged it. But to have that little faith in the other team's defense to stop your receiver is crazy work.
That is the most disrespectful touchdown I've ever seen in my life.
And in that same game, 24K scored 3 times in 1 minute. Yeah, you heard that right. 24K trailed the Trillion Boys by 1 with less than a minute left. So naturally, they went up top to Cam Coleman twice in a row. But both times, those touchdowns got called back.
Oh, what? False start!
They finally were able to make it into the end zone, though, as time expired to take down the Trillion Boys. I really could go on for hours about how wild OT7 is. We got all the top players, insane highlights, heated rivalries, crazy celebrations, and famous celebrities all in one place. And for Season 4, we're doing it even bigger.
Will they beat us?
Make sure y'all subscribe because y'all don't want to miss a single second of the action. And I'll see you in Dallas starting March 15th.
Hey, I appreciate you watching that video, but before you dip, do me a little favor. Go hit the OT shop and check out some of the new drops. They're all bangers. It's gonna be hard to pick a favorite, but I promise it'll be worth it when you do.